Classics and archaeology essentially have the same aims as each other. We're all interested in how people lived their lives in the past and what that can tell us about how we live our lives now in the modern day. The main difference is that we come at it from a different set of evidence. So classicists will use texts, literature, poetry, philosophy, ancient history, whereas me and other archaeologists look at the objects that people left behind. So whether that's the pottery that they use in their everyday life or the art they produce and put up in public. So we complement each other very well, and that's why we're in a department together. Probably the biggest misconception about classics is that it's a dead subject and it has no relevance in the modern world. And actually, lots of things that we do are either related to the classical world, maybe in terms of architecture or ideas from philosophy, that still travel through even to this day. These come in unfilled forms as well. And I find that when I use my own research in my teaching, the things that excite me can then excite my students. So when I bring in my own objects from my excavations and share those with my students, they can get more of a sense of the things that I do in my job. So I think it really brings it alive. For me, when the students get involved, they can bring different perspectives. They're coming at it with a fresh set of eyes. They don't necessarily have the research baggage that I might bring with it. In my current project, looking at 19th century photographs of Pompeii and comparing them to modern TripAdvisor photos, they've been able to suggest different forms of social media that I could look at, things that are probably a little bit out of my generational range, and just the freshness of a different set of opinions is really useful for me to have as well.